Hello everyone and welcome to this kind of video. I've never done a video like this before, but I feel like I need to talk about it. There's a couple of around about me. There is a lot of people suffering with mental illness and mental health problems, and not to be dark, but a lot of people actually going as far as taking their own life, and it's pretty horrible, to be honest with you. Over the past 6 months, I've known quite a few people that have done it, same age as me, 19, 20, 21 years old, and there must be some sort of issue going on that we need to talk about, and we need to try and solve this problem, because I feel like it's only getting worse for some reason, and I don't know what the main cause of it is. Obviously life is pretty hard, and I do get that. We all have our own struggles, but over the past 6 months or so, that's kind of been a trend for some reason, and it really is worrying, and we need to try come to the resolve of it. I would also like to just say this isn't for me. This isn't to try and get shares. This isn't to try and get likes. This has nothing to do with that. It's more the fact that I have known 3 people personally that have went through something kind of recently. Well, actually, technically 4. Now that I think about it, five, five maybe. And that's not to be negative. I'm just wanting to inform people of why I'm talking about it, basically, because it does mean quite a lot to me. Yeah, as I'm sure it does quite a lot of people. If anyone is going through something like this, you need to talk to someone. Doesn't matter who it is, you need to find someone in your life that you've built a relationship with. It doesn't even have to be someone you built a relationship with. Sometimes it's easier to talk to someone you don't know, because, I don't know, you could be living with some sort of guilt in your head that you don't want to tell someone you know. And trust me, from personal experience, it's better to just tell anyone. And I don't know, the best thing you can do is be honest, and it can really help clear your head. I know for a fact that's what happened with me when I went through something recently. I told someone about it, and immediately I felt better. Immediately, and it's not always going to be like that. Like, people aren't gonna have. I can't really talk about what it was, or what happened or whatever. But what happened, it wasn't like crazy, but it was guilty. It's something I should feel guilty for, and that helped me get better with it, basically. So you need to talk to someone, anyone, and if anyone's struggling, please write in the comments, and I will reply to every single comment. Trying to give help, trying to just support people, because we all need to support each other. That's what it's all about. When really the main thing, I mean, people can have all the money and cars they want, but if you could have something that they don't have, or whatever like that, and sometimes that can give you a sense of comfort, which is always nice to see, I guess. But yeah, no, it's just a bit of life advice, really. Like, obviously I'm only 21. I'm not gonna know absolutely everything, but one thing I do know is that envying and genuinely not being happy for other people will ruin your mental health and ruin your life, to be quite honest. And it's not always easy. I mean, it's not easy. I know it's not easy to do, because we all envy, we all jealous of people. The last thing I want to talk about is the things that helped me personally, because I wouldn't say I suffer necessarily, but we all have our things and have our issues that we go through. I wouldn't say I completely suffer, and I know I have felt like that before, but I feel like the worst thing you can do is do nothing. In terms of, like, one thing you need to do is like get out and keep your mind busy. Like, that is the best thing I found for me, is to keep my mind busy, whether it's trying to feel smarter, trying to feel more active, trying to see friends more, be more social. What else? Things like that. Another thing that kind of helped me was, I don't really tend to talk about this sort of stuff, but it was actually like pretty much religion kind of taught me that. I've been reading a lot of and looking at a lot of stuff related to Jesus Christ and stuff like that, and it's really given me a sense of comfort in life. And it also gives you some sort of hope, and people can believe what they want. If you don't believe it, and you can still be happy, then who am I to say you're wrong? But for me, in my experience, I found that believing in that was a comforting thing for me personally, and it's I don't know what, sometimes you just, things will happen and you just instantly, you'll just feel a certain way, like, as you know, like, things can change. You could think 1 year apart, you could think completely differently to how you did the year before, for example. So yeah, that's one thing that helped me, and if this helps you, this is reason that I'm saying this is that so people can find a reason to still want to be happy, and to wake up every day with with motivation, not feel bad about their situation, but instead try your hardest you can every day. It doesn't matter, as long as you are trying every day. That is the main thing, and it's not always easy to do that, but unfortunately, it is the thing that will give you the most peace and comfort, I would say. At least it did for me anyway, because I stopped doing things, and immediately I noticed a massive dip in my mental health. And obviously, this also does coincide a little bit with winter in Scotland, because if you live in Scotland, you know the weather is so dreary, man. See, like, between the month of like November and February, it's just miserable, the weather. That does have a big effect on you as well. If you guys haven't seen any sunlight, for example, not getting outside, it will just make you feel generally worse. Like, you just will feel a bit worse. So yeah, that will do it for this video. But please write in the comments if you need help. And I just wanted to get out there that there is people that I've personally known recently that have done crazy things that obviously I don't really want to say it. I think I already have actually, but like taking their own life and stuff. So I just want to basically say that is never ever ever the answer, and that I want this to be a video of things that you can do, and I've implemented to myself recently, that have changed my outlook and made me feel way happier, and way more at peace with things, and just not worrying about as much. And it's something, it doesn't happen overnight. That's almost like the way I seen it was the fun bit of it. It doesn't happen overnight. You actually need to go out and figure it out yourself and do it yourself, and base it off your own experience and stuff like that. And it's quite like, I don't know, everyone's different, but almost try to find it fun was helpful for me personally. Just in terms, I don't know, I just found it gave me more joy to think of it that way. Obviously, as you would, I guess, because it's just better to think of things positively in general. So I will catch you in the next one. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope this video helped you in some sort of way, or gave you some sort of insight. That would be ideal for me and everyone, really. So yeah guys, I will catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.